Hi there, it's Tim with Far North Magic. Today I'm going to be looking at the Collecting Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle Earth article. Came out about a week ago, and I like looking at these articles because it gives us a chance to look at uh, like kind of what different frames and different variants they do. Um, Sometimes you get to find out the drop rates and also where to find what cards, because like that is a major struggle of people now. Like so many content creators, so many people that are players just can't find or figure out where stuff is. I struggle with it also, and like these articles are pretty helpful in at least giving you an idea where you're gonna find certain things. So uh, my initial look at this set was I was gonna buy all the different variants of boxes and try one of each, but I kind of scaled that back to I'm doing at least one collector's, maybe two. And then I got some pre-release kits, so some of my friends and I can play pre-release, an extra one, and um, also some gift bundles, but those won't come out for like basically about a month, like a couple, like 3 weeks after, 4 weeks, 3 weeks after, I think. I don't know. Again, struggling on release dates also. So uh, let's just see. So we got the two set symbols. So one for Lord of the Rings on with the ring, and then the other one being the commander version. So you got your set codes. So you're gonna have like the LTC also being your box toppers, I'm pretty sure. Um, because those aren't legal in modern unless they were already legal in modern. Again, like, why do you guys have to make it so confusing? Okay, so we're nearing the end of the card previews for the set, and I guess the commander decks will come out. I think this video is gonna get put out on the 8th, so the commander decks are gonna be out on the day this comes out. I'm doing this on the 7th, this recording. So we got the pre-release coming up in about a week. Well, I guess a week and a half. And then the regular release. I don't know why they do a big deal about the release. Okay, and then there's the gift bundle on the 7th. So that's a month from today. Store Championship in August. And then there is a holiday release in November. So you got the One Ring. And I still don't know why the One Ring for the normal versions and the bundle version is so much. Maybe I am just stupid and don't know anything and don't know how to play anymore, but it shouldn't be as expensive as it's going for right now. You do have the One of One Ring. There are a lot of bounties being put out. It will be interesting to see who opens it and if they know people, like if they know any of the bounties that are out there or if they get ripped off. Hopefully, on some level, it getting found early is probably a lot better. But I think it will also impact the box prices because as more and more boxes get opened until the One Ring, the 101 gets opened. I think like each box will like people will think it's got like a better chance. I'm like, okay, but like it's really you can't be opening the box thinking you're gonna open the One Ring. You have to maybe hope for a Soul Ring realistically, and that's even a stretch. So we got our chart for where you find which ring, which version of the One Ring. So the 101 can only be in English collector boosters, and there's only one. So you got the bundle promos in the bundle, gift bundle, some collector packs, and even in the foreign languages. So definitely, it's going to be 100 like super available, being that like this bundle version's in every bundle. Like it's going to be so cheap. Well, it should be so cheap. Then we got our Soul Rings. It's going to be interesting how these end up faring. I would think that these will carry some decent value for the serialized ones, and probably not great value on the non-numbered ones, because like 3, 7, and 9,000 is not like it's limited, but it's like kind of like meh. At least to me, I guess. I don't know. But I guess like I don't even run Soul Ring in all my commander decks, so the numbered ones are going to be in the double rainbow foil, and there's the 3, 7, or 900, and then non-foil ones just at 10 times that. So they're a collector booster exclusive. At least give, like, you have to have stuff in the collector boosters that are going to help justify the price, that aren't just a 101, because like it's just too insane. Like they're basically close to $50 a pack. Well, they're over $50 a pack when you factor in tax in Canada. So it does seem crazy. The box toppers are very interesting to me because I didn't think they'd go this hard. I thought they'd do like a handful of really good ones. I guess they did a handful of really good ones, and then like some scarcity plays, and then some lower kind of mid-range, and then a few lower ones. So I guess they did what I expected, but I also didn't expect like Cavern of Souls. Great Henge is a really good reprint. I'm gonna do a video about all the box toppers. It is interesting that the box toppers are 1 per box, except for Jumpstart. And also you can get non-foils in 31% of collector boosters, so it's like 3.7 collector boosters, 3.7 box toppers in collectors. So you're probably going to get 3 or 4. So the non-foils aren't going to be that rare in a way. There is a Surge foil, and that will be pretty rare, coming in under 1% in collector boosters. So that's going to be one of the big chases, I would think. We got the borderless scene cards and borderless lands. I think it's going to be interesting, these scene cards, because like even like some of the really bad cards might get collected at a bit of a higher rate, although they're like going to be dropped at a bit of a higher rate. And then we got some borderless lands. I think the lands aren't as bad as I was kind of expecting them to be. actually. Like, they're not like super four of like I can't live without playing with them type lands, but they're also just not super only flavor garbage, which I was kind of expecting. I think this ring treatment is interesting, and but I don't know. I kind of really I don't know. There just ends up being too many variants, and you kind of get numb to it all, which is pretty bad. Nazgul, 9 versions. I don't know a whole lot of all the Lord of the Rings lore or stuff. I watched the videos, but I never got super into it. But from the way it sounds, they did a decent job with like overall. Like, there are some things that people are gonna hate, but like overall, it sounds like they did not too bad a job with the flavor, at least. Okay, so for the collector boosters, you get Box Topper. That's a good start. You got 3 of the 101 commons, and then they give you the odds for the soul rings, which are very low, like hundreds, 1/10%, 1/4%, 1/3% for the non-foils, then like 1/100% for an elven soul ring. So like definitely long shots on all them. Long shots on the one ring being like 1 in, I don't know, what is that? 3 millionth of a % or something. They also like say don't count on these odds being for the box because they're over the run. So I wonder if that means that they're trying to keep people from I wonder if there'll be clumping issues, I guess. You got 2 uncommons. So all the uncommons are available except for the Nazgul that gets a different slot. You get the map lands. I think these are interesting. I just don't know how much I'll like them because I will have trouble telling what is what. Because I'll like look at the art more than, but I do think it is interesting. I wonder what the lands are going to be in the commander decks, because that will make a big difference if they're the commander deck lands are those or just different lands. We got the traditional foil rare or mythic. So they give you the odds. It's the 1 mythic every 7. Has kind of, they've lowered it, like it got lowered from 1 in 8 to 1 in 7 a little while ago. Then we got an extended art rare or mythic from the main set. So the percentage is slightly different, slightly compared to the prior thing for rare and mythic, but then we got the extended art rare or mythic from the commander jumpstart or starter kits. And this is where like you'll have a lot more of the time it's going to be rares because you have like 81 rares and only 10 mythics. And the percentages are like very heavily skewed for rares at 94%. It'll be interesting to see how the jumpstart goes, because I was really hoping that they would have done more than 5 themes. And it looks like they only did 5 new rares. They didn't do sagas in extended art because that would have just been weird. But then we got the Nazgul one Nazgul uncommon. One Nazgul or an uncommon with the ring treatment. So it's going to be like 91% being... Wow. So you're going to get all the uncommons in the ring treatment because there's like 10. And you get them 91%. So you're going to get like all 10 in a box, basically, on average. And then like a Nazgul at 10% of the time. And then there's like these slots that are kind of like random. You got your borderless rare or mythic, a rare mythic with the showcase ring treatment, Realms or Relics mythic. So like this slot's kind of like really random. They kind of did this with the last couple sets also. Like there's like a couple slots where you don't know what you're even going to open in them. And to some extent that makes it more exciting. But it also kind of makes it kind of very unpredictable. You get your borderless scene card of any rarity. So most of the time it's going to be a common or uncommon. 27% of the time it's going to be a rare, and 6% of the time is a mythic. One uncommon foil in the ring treatment or borderless scene, common or uncommon, or I guess another spot where you could get a Nazgul. Very low chance at that, but I really kind of would like them to eliminate a slot like this, just because I don't want extra uncommons. One traditional foil, rare, or showcase ring treatment, borderless. These slots are the slots the very, very unpredictable slot where you could get like a rare or a mythic or whatever variant. You can get your surge foil box topper at 0.8%. So it's going to be like one every 125 packs roughly. And then so if you want a specific one, you might as well just buy a single, because it's going to be one in 3,750 packs or something, if you want a specific one. So very long shot at best. It'd be interesting how pricey those are. But let's move on to set boosters. We have our box topper in every pack, in every box. We got the art card as usual, and the 10% are stamped. I would have really wished that they would have had artist signed, and also the character, whoever either voiced the character or played the character. How cool would it have been to get a Elijah Wood signed art card of Frodo. I think like something like that would be kind of cool if they could do. Like they're not going to do that with the IP in their own sets, but they could do it with some of these universes beyond. Like some of the most sought after cards are like the autograph cards and like the Star Wars sets or like Stranger Things or whatever. Like any of these sets, like some of the most sought after cards are autographs and stuff, and they kind of missed it on this. Maybe they can do a different run of this, and maybe they do a second Lord of the Rings set if this is so successful and they can find other lore, but definitely something I think they missed out on. Though it might have been too expensive to do it. Like, I don't know. You get your rare mythic, you get your traditional foil, that could be any rarity. You get 2 wildcard slots, which could be apparently any rarity. Borderless Scene or Showcase card. For common or uncommon, though. 3 uncommons, 3 commons. Borderless, basic or a map. Foil being 1 in 5, about 20% of the time. You got your token, your helper, or your list card. So can't get the numbered cards in that. Then you got your draft boosters. I think draft boosters are going to be interesting if the format's good. I think if the format is a good play experience, I think draft boosters might be really good long term. But they're probably too expensive to put much away right now. Like you'll have to wait for a sale, probably like anything long term. I'm looking at like Black Friday or Christmas type thing, hoping that some stuff goes on sale. So you get your normal 1 rare mythic, 3 uncommons, 10 commons. Foil replaces a common 1 every 3 packs. Your basic or map card, and then you get a token, add or ring helper. Got Jumpstart. I still don't know why they do this Jumpstart. And they're doing a second Jumpstart with Lord of the Rings. So 5 Jumpstart themes. That just seems garbage to me. Like they really needed. I think if they did more themes, it would have been better. And I think that's a problem. Like 5 themes seems dumb. We got the starter kit. I think that might be an interesting thing as just kind of like a board game almost. Like you could just buy it as like, I don't know. I know in Canada it's around $20. I think I saw it around like 12 or 15 when I was poking around at a few things. So it might be like worth it to just like buy it and then like sleeve it up and then like kind of just leave it on the shelf. And if you like have a couple friends that don't really play Magic, that might get them to play a couple games. I do find it interesting that they are doing a starter set for Wilds of Eldraine instead of Jumpstart. So maybe they're switching to these like starter kit as a model of the way to teach people to play, which would probably actually do better. As long as the decks aren't too overcomplicated and too overloaded. Like, it's kind of a delicate balance, I think, that they have to play where they can't load it with too much value, but if you load it with nothing, nobody's going to buy them. So you get 60 card decks and 5 new cards per deck. Foil mythic per deck. This is what it is. Not really too much loss if you buy one, I don't think. But so got. Oh, maybe I should go buy a bundle. That dice is pretty cool looking. We got the bundle, 8 set boosters, storage box, the 40 lands, 20 foil, 20 non-foil, oversized spin down, and that dice is pretty cool looking. Okay, so it looks like you don't get the map lands as the lands for... So I assume the commander decks don't have map lands also. So... that was one of the things I was kind of interested about. In bundles, you get the scene where... I guess they're throwing the ring in. And, yeah. So the scene cards are foil in the bundle, but non-foil in the collectors. Interesting. Holy cow. That dice is cool. Okay, so the gift bundle comes out later on. Comes out in the beginning of July, in the 7th. And it has a different die, which is pretty cool looking. And it's the same, like, 8 packs. You're saying the box is probably different, storage box, but I think everything else is the same. You're like, yeah, different art, but for the box, but still interesting. So, holy cow, all different dies. Oh, okay. So then we got pre-release kits. So I end up getting some pre-release kits ordered so I can open them for openings, but and also like a few people I know aren't going to be able to make the pre-release, so we were going to do a like mini pre-release at my house, but definitely interesting that they did 5 different dies. Probably have to collect them all. Oh, and a special die. Why? No, don't do this to me. I never got the Phyrexian die. I just didn't even try. For the commander decks, there's 4 commander decks. Get 20 new cards. 2 of them apparently are mythics. You get a collector sample pack. I still don't understand this etched display card. Thick stock card. Those aren't really... Those are just garbage. Same with the old oversized cards. Those were just garbage. But collector booster samples don't have the numbered cards. And they're not in the special edition Lord of the Rings thing either. So the decks are this same way they've been printing them, the same look as the Warhammer packaging, which I kind of hate because they don't really store as well, but definitely interesting to see when they release all the contents of the decks. So and then they are also doing extra edition of the Lord of the Rings, like kind of like a holiday release, but it's being released in November. So it'd be interesting to see how this fares. I kind of thought that they do something like this. I didn't expect collector boosters, so this is a second release, like almost like a secondary collector booster release. So you get 5 rares or mythics, so kind of basically what you are getting in the other one. You get your 5 uncommons, you get 4 commons and 1 land. You can't get the numbered cards, so that's a big detriment. But the way it sounded, there was going to be like different foilings or something. These scene boxes are interesting to see what happens with them, because you get like a little easel, little display board for your art cards, and then you get 6, like the regular boosters. You get the regular cards and then 3 set boosters. So it'd be interesting to see how these do. I think when I looked them up, they were like $30, but like definitely going to be interesting to see what these get. Like I think these are like the perfect thing for like the holidays though. You get a few packs. They're kind of like a holiday box. Like the old holiday boxes, you got this display box, which was kind of cool. Although you couldn't really do a whole lot with them because the boxes were so like, the lids were so useless. But got just a couple packs, and it was kind of a nice little, like, not a stocking stuffer because like these won't fit in the stockings, but kind of one of those nice little gifts. Like you have people just like, oh, I know my kid likes Magic, or my kid likes Lord of the Rings. Maybe this would be something, and it's going to be like $20-$30. So then we got Jumpstart 2. Still not a big fan of this, I don't think. But, yeah, I think that's the end. So, I guess in the end, my question is, are you buying of Lord of the Rings? Are you buying just singles, which probably is the best, safest option of, you're probably going to overpay, but it's probably a lot safer than buying a in Canada, $500 something collector box, or I guess in the States like $3 or $360 or $400 or something. I don't know. Just the prices just seem out of range of what makes any sense. Like I am opening a collector, but I don't know how you get your value back. Like I always struggle with like regular collectors, not knowing how I'm going to get my value back, because in Canada they're like $350, like like with tax and everything they're like $340, $350 usually. This is so much more, and I struggle away not knowing, like, I just don't know with collector product, and even like some of the like set and draft packs, like the boxes are kind of, I wish the price was just cheaper, I guess is what I'm saying. So yeah, I guess my question is what are you doing with Lord of the Rings? Are you buying any of it? Are you buying singles? Are you buying boxes? Are you drafting with friends? Are you going to pre-release? Are you doing many pre-releases? I'd like to know. And yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope you take care, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.